Hello, dear students. This is Dr. D.K. Kohli from Mechanical Engineering Department, SART Bhopal, Sales Group. And in this today's lecture, we will discuss about how to use steam table to read the properties value for the different pressure as well as temperature. As we know that steam is very important, which is used in the thermal power plant to run the steam turbine, and that steam turbine produces the work. So the efficiency of steam turbine depends upon the properties of the steam. So to read the value properties from the steam table, it is very important to learn by the student so that they can go for the calculation of different types of efficiency as well as work done by the different steam turbine as well as different devices. So just I'm going to share my screen here. Now you can see from here, this is a simple saturated water and steam table, which is based on the temperature. So in the first column, you will see it is showing the temperature in degrees centigrade correspond to the different value of the temperature like 0 degrees centigrade, 5 degrees centigrade, and 10 degrees centigrade. You can see the value of absolute pressure in bar. It is given in the second column. For the specific volume in cubic meter per kg, it is denoted by Vf for the water and Vg for the steam. The values are given here correspond to the different temperatures. Similarly, specific enthalpy, which is expressed in kilojoules per kg. So specific enthalpy for water, it is HF. For the evaporation, or we can say for the latent heat, it is denoted as HFG, and for the steam, it is Hg. Similarly, specific entropy, which is expressed in kilojoules per kg Kelvin. So for water, it is denoted as SF. For evaporation, it is SFG, and for steam, it is SG. So here we are seeing that the suffixes are being used. So the suffix F, if it is being used, it is for the water. If the suffix Fg is being used, it is for the evaporation. And if the suffix G is being used, it is for the dry steam. It may be for the specific volume, it may be for the enthalpy, or it may be for the entropy. So similar table we will see, and at the given temperature or pressure, we can read the value correspond to either the temperature or the pressure. But when we have to calculate the value of property for the bed steam, then it is based on the properties value we can read from the steam table for the water as well as for the dry steam. On the basis of some formula, just I will show you, we can calculate the value of enthalpy, specific volume, and entropy. So the table you will see here. The second table here, it is the table, it is, and this table is based on the saturated water and steam. This is called as the pressure table. Here all the values are given on the basis of the pressure. In the first column, you will see the pressure in the bar, and the pressure value are given is 0.010, 0.02, as well as 0.03. Corresponding values, you can see, if we see the value correspond to the pressure which is 0.01 bar. The temperature which is the saturation temperature is 6.98 degrees centigrade. The value of specific volume is 0.001. For the steam, it is 129.21. Enthalpy for water, it is HF equal to 29.3 kilojoules per kg. For the evaporation, the HFG is equal to 2485.0, and for the dry steam it is 2514.4. But the entropy here for the water, it is 0.106 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. For the evaporation, the entropy is 8.871, and for the dry steam it is 8.897. So if we have to study or read the value of property at the pressure of 0.01 bar, we can take these all values from here, from this steam table. Now, just we have taken this example only for the dry steam. Okay, so further we will see the table here. Here, this table indicates the values of properties for the different temperatures. So you will see starting from the 0 degree centigrade, further 9, 10, etc. So different values of pressure given similarly that we have experienced here earlier. So we can see here that different value of temperature and corresponding properties are given here in this table. Okay, so it is varying from 20 and up to here you can see the 49 degree centigrade temperature. Further we are going to move, and suppose we are going to take or study the value of the properties correspond to the temperature which is 100 degrees centigrade. So these will be the values. This time showing you. Suppose we are taking this temperature 100, then correspond to this temperature, pressure, this temperature, we can see the pressure is 1.013.3 bar, and the different value of properties correspond to this we can take from this steam table. So just you have to follow this row, and then you can get all the values of the properties correspond to this pressure. On further moving, for the other value at the higher pressure, we can read the values of properties maximum up to 374.5 degree centigrade of temperature, which is having the corresponding pressure 221.20 bar. So this pressure is called as the critical pressure, and the values are given correspond to critical pressure and temperature. Now next table, table 2, which is based on the pressure, based on the pressure. So just nothing is different, but mainly difference is that here you can see the properties are given. In the first column, pressure is given. In the second column, the temperature is given, and the remaining terms are the same as we have taken in the table number 1. So correspond to any pressure, you can read the values, different values of the VF, VG, HF, HFG, HG, as well as SF, SFG, and SG for the specific volume, specific enthalpy, as well as entropy of steam. This is table 2. Now, sometime it is needed, so you can also see the pressure reaches up to the maximum of its value. That value is again 221.2 bar. That is the critical pressure. You can again see here, this is the critical pressure, which is 221.2 bar. Corresponding temperature is 374.15 degrees centigrade, and the remaining values are similar to that we have just seen in the previous table. So correspond to this pressure, we can read the values here for the specific volume, enthalpy, as well as the entropy. Now, this is not enough. We are required to read the properties for the superheated steam also, because for the superheated steam, the temperature of the steam rises or becomes greater than that of the saturation temperature, but the pressure remains the same. So corresponding to the pressure as well as the temperature, we have to read the property of superheated steam also. So further, we will see the properties. So here the properties are given. Both properties are given here for the specific volume of superheated steam. So it is the table number 3, and table number 3 says about the properties of specific volume here, specific volume of superheated steam. So you can see here in the first column, the different pressures are given in the bar. These are the pressures. And correspond to these pressures, the temperature is given, which is the saturation temperature, and then the superheated temperature is also given. So for any given temperature of superheat, you can calculate or take the value. So suppose, for example, here I am taking the pressure of the steam, which is 0.50 bar. Then correspond to this steam pressure, the temperature is 81.3 degrees centigrade. And now, depending upon the condition, suppose the temperature given for the temperature is 250 degrees centigrade and the pressure is 0.50. So just in this column, correspond to this, you have to take this value. You have to take this value for the specific volume. So the specific volume for the superheated steam at this pressure will be 4.821 cubic meter per kg. Suppose if the pressure given is 0.20 bar, then correspond to this saturation temperature will be 60.1. Now if the temperature given is 600 degrees centigrade, so at the pressure of 0.20 bar and temperature of 600 degrees centigrade, you will see the value of specific volume will be, just we have to reach in this column. This is 20.15 cubic meter per kg. So in this way, we can take the value at this pressure of 0.20 bar as well as temperature of 600 degrees centigrade. So in the for the superheated steam property, it requires pressure as well as temperature both. So that here we have studied the properties, how to read the property of superheated steam for specific volume. Similarly, we can also read the properties for the enthalpy as well as for the entropy. So just next table here indicate the value of enthalpy for superheated steam. So it is similar. Here also, suppose we are taking the pressure equal to 0.40, then correspond to this pressure, we can take any temperature. Suppose we have taken the temperature 200 degrees centigrade. So this pressure and temperature of 200 degrees centigrade, you will see this is the value of enthalpy of superheated steam, which is 2878.2 kilojoules per kg. So directly from this pressure as well as this temperature, this value you can read from the steam table for the superheated steam. And similarly, we can also read the value properties for the superheated steam for the entropy. Here, this is the table which is showing the value of properties, which is the specific entropy. The process is same, nothing more than that. Now we can take here the different pressure also. So suppose here I am taking the pressure equal to 10 bar, for example. So if I have taken the pressure equal to 10 bar, so 10 bar, this is the pressure 10 bar. Correspond to this, suppose I am going to take the temperature equal to 300 degrees centigrade. So for the steam which is at 10 bar pressure, then its saturation temperature is 179.9 degrees centigrade. But at this temperature, you will see the property of entropy corresponding to this temperature will be 7.125 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. So in this way, we can read the properties. In some of the steam tables, you will see directly the all the three values given simultaneously, or we can say in a single phase, as for the specific volume, for the enthalpy, for the entropy. But here in this steam table, we are seeing that values are given separately for the specific volume, for the enthalpy, as well as for the entropy. Now, After knowing how to read this value, how we can find the values for the wet stream, because here we have studied the values either for the water or for the dry stream or for the superheated stream, but how to find the values for the wet stream. So I am going to share here another screen. So now see here. So for knowing the value of either specific volume or for enthalpy or entropy, there are some formulation. So here we will study the property of wet stream. Property of wet stream. Property of wet stream. Now this property, suppose here first we are taking the specific volume. Specific volume, that is for the wet stream. And specific volume for the wet stream, which is denoted by small v. It is written by this formula 1 minus x Vf plus x into Vg. So this Vf, this value Vf, which is the specific volume of water, it is specific volume of water, and Vg, it is a specific volume of dry steam, or we can also say dry saturated steam. So these two can be taken from steam table, can be taken from steam table. So at any pressure, if the value of Vf is known and value of Vg is known from the steam table, and we are also knowing the x, x is called as the dryness fraction. X is called as the dryness fraction, also sometimes called as the quality of steam. If we are knowing these value, then we can easily calculate the value of specific volume for the wet steam. Second, second term or second property for the wet steam is specific enthalpy. Specific enthalpy can also be calculated. It is H equal to HF, HF plus X into HFG. Here HFG is the uh, enthalpy of evaporation, enthalpy of evaporation, and HF is enthalpy of water. These are also from steam table we can read. And third properties, which is the specific entropy. In the similar way, we can also find the value of specific entropy for the wet stream. S is equal to SF plus X into SFG. SF is the entropy of water. Entropy of water. And SFG is entropy of evaporation. So in this way, we can also find or also calculate the specific volume, specific enthalpy, and specific entropy for the wet steam. So in this way, we have studied here that how to read the values of the properties like specific volume, specific enthalpy, specific entropy for the dry steam, for the water, for the superheated steam, as well as for the wet steam also. Okay. So this is all about how to use the steam table and to read the properties from the steam table. Thank you.